Hey guys, I am Pranav from Techie Peeps, and today we're going to be doing the third episode of HTML. And today we are going to talk about image tags as promised in the last episode. So, since we're talking about images, I made a separate images folder with an image that we're going to be using for this video. Then we can start. We're going to rename this images, and we'll also have something here. We're going to put a header tag, and we're going to say this is the images website. Okay, that works, I guess. And then we can have like a paragraph tag, and this will say like a the image tag is what we would call an irregular or a single tag. And what that means is that unlike the other tags where it starts with like a beginning tag and ends with an end tag, since there's no text in an image, we don't need the two tags. So instead, what we have is we just have this one tag with the name of the tag, which is going to be image, and we're going to have an attribute that will identify what our image is. So it's kind of like this one up here. The phrase or the letters that we use is img for image. We click space / close, and this marks our single tag. Now the image takes in one attribute, and that attribute is called SRC, or it takes in multiple, but this is the one that we're going to be using in this episode, source, or SRC. And when we say source, it's unlike the links where you use href to link the two tags, or link the tag and the website together. This one will be linking this with a file, and the file in this case will be an image. So after we do source, we'll click equals, and we can do double quotes, and we will select where we want, where is our image. And in this case, I saved it in images folder, so we're going to want to do images / since it's not exactly in the folder that we're in right now. It's in a separate folder called images, and then we can hit the file name. I just think it's easier for organization purposes to keep it that way, so you're not scrolling through this huge list of just things trying to find it. So there we go, images / youtube.png. Okay, now that we've done that, if we save our website and run it, we theoretically should get a website with our header 1, paragraph, and image. And as you can see, our image is kind of here in the corner, and that's perfectly fine. However, let's go look up a bigger image. Let's say wallpaper. Let's go look up a wallpaper, and we're gonna look for a really big one. Not that one. That one's kind of big, but we want something that's like okay. This image looks like it'll do just fine. So okay, we're going to save the image into our folder this time. So we're going to go to images, and we'll save it there. Perfect. We'll click save. So I just downloaded a really big image. I didn't know an image like that existed, but we downloaded it, and now we're going to put it on our website. So it's as simple as doing the image tag again. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into here, and we're going to type in images / and then go to, I guess I saved it as images.jpg. And when you're listing this out, if you're not using brackets and you're just manually typing it out, make sure you include the name, then the dot, and then the end tag, or the end tag, the end, I guess, the file type. So this one is a PNG. You can't just say youtube.jpg because that file doesn't exist. And when you hover over them in brackets, it kind of just shows you what it looks like. For example, the YouTube one is 269 pixels by 187, so that's a good accuracy. Okay. I think this one's, oh, wait a minute. Never mind, it shrunk. Google lied to me. Okay, so we're going to try that again. We're going to try something that's more reasonable this time. Okay, this one looks big. So we're going to use it for our tutorial. And obviously, if you're going to use this in an actual website, I would recommend giving credit to the person. But in this case, I'm just going to delete them later, so it really doesn't matter for me. So, oh yeah, by the way, I tend to rename my files so they're not like long, unnecessary things. So we're gonna go switch out this images.jpg for a moon.jpg or JPG, not JPEG. Okay, I guess they're different. As you can see, this thing is way too huge. I mean, if I just wanted this to be I just want this to be a little smaller, then we can do it in a couple ways, but I'm going to teach you the HTML way. So how do we do that? This takes in two more attributes that we'll be talking about today. So you go after the source attribute for the one that you're trying to modify, click space, and then you type in your next attribute, which would be width and height. So we're going to go specify a specific width. And before continuing, we're going to go look at our moon, and we're going to see that it's currently 920 by 1080. So we're going to go on half that. And the reason why I'm saying we should look at the size beforehand is so we don't accidentally distort the image. So HTML doesn't have its own locking mechanism, so you have to physically do it yourself. So we're going to say about 960, and the height is going to be, okay, well, we've specified the numbers, okay, and if we save it and look at it, then you're going to need to add the pixels at the end, and that's just px, and that'll just specify that this is pixels. And if you want to use something else, like if you're not using images, then degrees. Oh, well, I guess that died. So as we wait for this to come back, as you can see, nothing has changed, and that's because Brackets is smart and assumed we wanted to do pixels. Next video, we will cover commenting and inspecting. That's it for today, guys, and I'll see you next time.